Here I am with another week of a wash and go set. Just 2 hair clips on the side, and there you have it. It's natural hair. It's 4C and B hair clumped together, and you can still move it around. I used the same stylus as I am so much moisture hydrating lotion, and then I used Eco Slay's Jello shot on top. So this week I tried to experiment a bit and used less of a Jello shot just to see what my hair will do, and I'm pretty loving it. So my hair actually doesn't need a lot of Jello shot when it comes to hold and keeping it clumped and defined. I cleansed and styled my hair on Sunday, and today is actually Wednesday, so this is day 3 hair for me, and I've been loving it. But yeah, let's talk about shampoos and everything beyond. I love reading. I love doing research. And if you check the websites of your favorite brands, actually, you will find everything. You will find everything from hair porosity to the hair structure, actually. So how are hair strands built and what are their functions? What makes hair strands curly and coily and wavy and straight? All the answers are there. And also when it comes to styling, oftentimes you will also see many free and very good tutorials on the brand's YouTube pages. They post videos to show you how to style hair and to show you how to use their products, especially shampoos. It's not perfect. It's really not perfect. I've been doing these voiceovers, I think 5 times now. So it's been several weeks I've been trying to edit this video just to make it easier for you to understand, because when you really dive into shampoos and the ingredients and formulations, there's a lot of chemistry involved. I hope I made it some kind of digestible for you to understand. If I forgot something, let me know in the comment section. There are many good shampoos out there that enhance your natural texture, that won't require you to oil your entire hair in the name of pre-poo or pre-shampoo, a hair care practice to prep your hair against harsh shampoos. But if you're not only on a natural but curly hair journey, a journey to define your hair strands in a clumped way that many of us describe as wash and go hairstyle or wash and go sets, it makes more sense to use products that enhance your curls. Products that enable your hair to clump into bundles of waves and curls, and not products that works against clumping. If you've never seen your hair clump with shampoo, it's not your hair's fault. It doesn't mean your hair isn't curly or wavy. It could be various reasons, a long build-up. Have you ever wondered where the word shampoo comes from? Well, I'm afraid you'll be surprised, because this word comes from the Hindi language that is derived from Sanskrit. It was a special steam bath routine where the scalp and hair was also massaged and cleansed. I know many are saying that oiling the scalp, using herbal plant powders and liquid plant extracts to nourish, wash and condition is damaging and breaking hair strands. But these are actually the origins of shampoo, and in this part of Asia, people have beautiful, straight, wavy and curly hair. If you don't understand how Yao women of China are using fermented rice water to wash their scalp and hair, look up tea seed powder. It contains cleansing agents, and that's why their scalp and hair is clean. What is the purpose of shampoo in a modern sense? It's a liquid made to remove unwanted buildup of sebum, grease, dirt, sweat, product buildup from styling products, and bad smell from the scalp and hair. Remember, water and oil don't mix, so water alone can never remove oils from your hair. That's the main function of shampoos. The first shampoos that are comparable to what we buy in the stores today were made by combining different synthetic surfactants that bind oils and dirt to wash them away with water in the 1930s. Before that, liquid shampoos were made using soap. What are basic ingredients in shampoo formulations? Detergents, conditioning agents, preservatives, fragrances, pH adjusters, foaming agents, thickeners, and other additives depending on the function. Okay, if you're still here, what are detergents? Detergents are cleansing agents. There are different types of detergents with different hair cleansing and conditioning qualities. A shampoo for oily scalp and hair, for example, will have strong detergents. Imagine an oily pan. I'm sure you wouldn't be happy if there's a thin lining of grease left in the pan after the dishwashing. You don't want any residue left, right? Detergents contain a blend of surface active agents, or surfactants to make it short. These are chemical compounds that decrease the surface tension between two liquids. What does this mean? Our hair and body is made up of positive and negative charges. Untreated hair strands have a negative surface charge, but when it's treated with products, the surface charge changes. So what happens? These super tiny strands have negative charges and reduce the water repellent properties of hair strands, so that shampoos can be absorbed and the coatings, the oils and dirts can be lifted away while the hair is being washed and rinsed with water. If you love cleansing or removing makeup with micellar water, it's the same process. This water contains surfactants that group themselves into clusters called micelles. Once you pour this water into a cotton ball and start removing the makeup, these molecules arrange themselves to stick their oil-loving poles outside to absorb and bind themselves with the makeup, sebum, grease, dirt and oil on your face. Surfactants have many functions and can also be further divided into cleansing and conditioning surfactants. I've just talked about the cleansing surfactants and haven't talked about the types and strength of cleansing surfactants, which will be addressed in the next video. If you've ever seen viral videos where people use dishwashing soap to wash their hair and they think their curls will come back, don't trust these videos. They are further damaging their hair. Dishwashing soap contains different surfactants made for washing dishes or cleansing surfaces, but not for your hair. You're further damaging your scalp, so please don't do it. Have you ever heard of chelating shampoos? I suffer from very hard water, but haven't used these types of shampoos until summer 2022 because I use alternatives. They deeply cleanse your hair and have the ability to dissolve lime and chlorine buildup. So if you live in hard water areas or if you regularly dip your hair strands inside chlorine water, remove these minerals to revive your hair again. So to say it in simple words, chelating shampoos are stronger versions of clarifying shampoos. These types of shampoos are strong, even if it doesn't give you a dry feeling. Follow up with a deep conditioner or moisturizing conditioner. Some chelating shampoos may have high pH levels, and the main purpose of conditioners is to bring back your natural pH balance. So please don't skip conditioner. Now you could eliminate this hard water issue by buying filters that dissolve and filter lime minerals out of the water. But really effective long-term filters are very costly, in the thousands, and need professional installation, which can only happen if you own a house or an apartment where you can directly install those big filter systems onto the main water supply pipe. But most of us live in rented apartments where we can only install small filter solutions that are short temporary fixes. Depending on how hard the water really is, the filter needs to be changed regularly, which can be costly, so if you can afford it, why not? They also need to explicitly feature the active ingredients that filter lime buildup, otherwise you're just buying a solution against toxins, bacteria and other minerals. You could also buy shower heads that filter lime minerals, but not all of them are 100% effective, and it will also require regular cleaning to get rid of the lime buildup inside the shower head. So I little doubt the effectiveness of these tiny filters, especially when you're living in a household with many people and they also wash their hair. Where do you live and what's your experience? If I find a shower filter that can make it up against German waters and that won't require bi-weekly installations, I will let you know. I used to buy water filter systems to make tea so that I don't have to always remove the white lime residue at the bottom of the water boiler, and to water my plants that don't like hard water. But these water filters never lasted a long time, and I would always find myself buying new filters which are expensive over time. I ended up using bottled drinking water, which is more convenient for me. A water spray bottle you always see me detangle or style my hair is bottled water. That's why I also love to do the styling out of the shower. I'm sure you've definitely heard about clarifying shampoos. They also deeply cleanse your hair and scalp and remove impurities. They are stronger than regular shampoos. Especially we hair influencers who try out tons of brands and hair products should use this type of shampoo more often to bring our curls back. A lot of times our hair strands get tired and don't cooperate well with hair products when we use too much. Only a deep cleanse can bring those hair strands back if your hair isn't damaged. Now, if you get a lot of oil buildup, be it naturally, be it frequent use of oils and butters, be it heavy cream-based products to additionally moisturize your hair strands, be it hair refreshers and restylings, your hair and scalp needs to be set free at one time. By the way, if you're a low porosity head, you definitely need a clarifying shampoo. Low porosity hair can't handle heavy products, otherwise you're causing heavy buildup over time by waterproofing your hair. African black soap shampoos also fall into this category. It deeply cleanses scalp and hair, but be cautious. African black soap has a high basic pH. If you don't buy a commercial shampoo where the pH of the soap has been balanced, your cuticles will be and stay raised. You definitely need an acidic conditioner to bring down your hair's pH to normal. So please don't just use pure African black soap mixed with oils to wash your hair and then follow up with some sort of do-it-yourself mask without pH knowledge. Chances are super high you will end up with damaged hair over time. So what do you use if you don't have to deeply cleanse your hair? This is where regular shampoos come to play. It is what should be really used on a regular basis. What are different names? All-purpose shampoo and also normal shampoo. It's a gentle cleansing shampoo that gets your hair and normal sebum production clean without stripping effects. It's designed for all hair types without specific treatment needs. Keywords are, for example, for normal hair, classic, daily use. Now here comes a type of shampoo everybody is familiar with. A shampoo that gives you the ability to brush detangle your hair because of how soft and slippery it feels. A shampoo that the majority of us are using without taking into account the amount of products we are putting into our hair and scalp. And a shampoo that is heavily marketed towards type 4 hair. Moisturizing shampoos are formulated to treat dry scalp and hair. They are also called hydrating shampoos. If you suffer from less sebum production, you tend to have a dry scalp. Your natural oils can travel down to coat and protect your hair. Result could be dry and brittle hair strands that are breaking all the time. But moisturizing shampoos aren't only made for dry and sensitive scalp and hair. It can also be used if your hair needs a boost of moisture and shine. And it can also be used if your hair and scalp isn't ready to be cleansed with a regular shampoo. But here comes the biggest issue we have in the natural hair community. Moisturizing shampoos aren't made for oily scalp and hair. They contain high amounts of humectants and also high amounts of oils and butters that lock in moisture, coat and seal your hair and scalp, and increase the elasticity of hair. Since they only contain mild cleansing agents, the result is buttery soft hair. Sounds excellent, right? But if your hair care consists of heavy use of oils and butters, cream-based styling products like leave-in conditioners, curling creams, and oiling the scalp daily or every other day and even every couple of days, products blocking your hair from moisture like mineral oils or certain silicones, styling gels, and mousse that contain too many synthetic ingredients that block moisture, you're using the wrong shampoo. Over time, it will give you the illusion of soft, moisturized, pliable hair, but the true reality is you're only getting a tiny surface of your hair and scalp clean. The mild cleansing agents aren't strong enough to remove the layers of buildup on your hair. It's like cooking with a pan that isn't properly clean. You wash it, but always leave some layer of grease in the pan to cook with. Over time, you're sealing this pan. It doesn't matter how much dishwashing soap you use, the bottom will stay dark until you're forced to use strong detergents to remove this buildup. Over time, your hair will become what many of us describe as low porosity hair in viral videos. It doesn't get wet and heavy. It doesn't absorb products. It doesn't show a sign of curl and wave formation. It's giving you proof your falsy hair can never, and you never see the true potential of your hair until your eyes get opened by experts actually. So please, don't just buy shampoos because the internet says it's a must-have. Buy shampoos according to your scalp, hair, choice of styling products, and lifestyle. You can ask your hairstylist what and why you need different shampoos. If they cannot tell you with explanations, move on. Now, what's the difference between a curl-defining shampoo and a moisturizing shampoo? Other keywords are also curl-enhancing shampoo, curl-activating shampoo. It's all the same. A curl-defining shampoo contains more hydrating ingredients, amino acids, extracts, and more hydrolyzed proteins, but not to the extent that you would call a protein shampoo. The ingredients tend to give curly hair the extra boost. It also contains gentle cleansing agents. So if you already have a moisturizing shampoo at home, you love it, stick to it. Unless you prefer a tiny bit more protein boost or you want to try something else. So don't just buy it because the label says it's curl defining, reviving, boosting, or something else. Otherwise, you will surely end with similar shampoos at home that already do the job. So please, ladies, don't just buy shampoos because the internet says it's a must-have. I'm sure you have done a protein treatment before. But did you know there are protein shampoos, also called anti-breakage shampoos? Who needs this? We all talk about moisture imbalance, lost elasticity, and over-moisturized hair. But if you are using too much heat, especially the naturals that do stretched heat styles only, or you do chemical treatments like hair dyes and bleach, your hair's porosity changes to high porosity. Over time, your hair won't be able to hold on to water effectively and will become brittle. It people need additional support with the help of proteins to plug onto the free gaps of your damaged hair shaft. This type of shampoo cleanses while depositing proteins to your hair for added protection and strength. So instead of relying on heavy protein treatments and heavy use of butters and oils, a protein shampoo might be the key you're missing with high porosity, heat style and bleached hair. What about color-treated hair? Well, there are shampoos made for bleached and color-treated hair, also called color protection or color-safe shampoo. The shampoo contains gentle cleansing agents that are designed to not fade the hair color away too fast. It also contains proteins to prevent damage, so it helps to maintain the radiance while strengthening your hair. Who has never co-washed her hair? Yes, me, no. I wish I haven't, because the amount of buildup on scalp and hair it creates is insane. I used to seriously think a conditioner foaming up with water means it also contains cleansing agents. I stopped when I started scratching my scalp and my nails turned dark from buildup. I'm glad we are living in times of sulfate-free shampoos and co-wash cleansers. Conditioners and deep conditioners aren't meant to cleanse your scalp. How do you expect them to rinse old or overproduction of sebum away? Scalp is skin too, and I'm sure you would not just apply a moisturizing body lotion in the shower. You would use something to cleanse your skin first, be it synthetic or natural. Co-wash cleansers are very mild cream cleansers that barely foam up and lather. So here's the thing, if you're transitioning from the world of sulfates, it could be a big deal for you, but in times of sulfate-free, highly moisturizing shampoos, it's not something you want to use exclusively unless you clarify more often. Co-wash cleansers are not recommended for people with flaky scalps conditions. It can even become worse and worse. Why? Because a co-wash cleanser isn't strong enough in removing those flakes. So I guess if you're still following the mantra on how bad and harsh shampoos are, you'll enjoy the idea of using a cream-based product that gives a gentle cleanse on hair that barely needs to be coated with products and stays defined. I would use a co-wash cleanser in times I need more refreshments and have a wet scalp, like in summertime, vacation, daily beach days, active gym life, or as a pre-wash before shampoo, after coming from a long period of protective styling. There are many more types of shampoos I could talk about, but I think it's enough to give you an overall idea on what's out there. There's no one-size-fits-them-all shampoo, because we all don't have the same hair and scalp, and we don't live in the same area. In the next video, let's discuss what ingredients I avoid when it comes to buying shampoos and how this has helped me in my hair journey. One of the main surfactants, for example, I mostly avoid are sulfates. So see you in the next video. Bye!